Hi boys and girls, Miss Kubera here, and today I'm going to take you through a guided drawing on how to draw a vase filled with tulips. Tulips are a really great spring flower, perfect for this time of year, and this would be an awesome project to give to mom for Mother's Day. So think about that. Perfect for mom, perfect for grandma, anyone you have in your life that you think would love something like this. So all you need is a piece of paper and something to draw with. I'm going to draw in Sharpie, but you can draw using whatever you're comfortable with. If you want to start in pencil, go over it in Sharpie, or just stick to pencil the whole time, that's totally fine. Then you just need something to add color. So for this one, I used markers. When I color, I'm going to draw this one in Sharpie first. When I color it in, I think I'm going to use watercolor just to show some variety. So, this just to show this project can be done using any materials. So I'm going to start drawing. Like I said, I'm going to start with Sharpie, but if you have pencil, totally fine. So the first thing I'm going to do is draw the vase. Now the vase, you can draw any shape, but for this one, I'm just going to do a straight line across and then a U shape. I don't want to do it too high on the paper because then there won't be space for the flowers. So it's a little bit below the halfway point. And I'm just going to do a straight line across. Make it a little bigger. And then a U. And of course, everyone's is going to look different, and that's what I love. It doesn't have to look the same. I'm going to be drawing the exact same thing, and it's still going to look a little different. It's just about, kind of getting the idea. So once you have your vase, then we need to draw a horizon line, which is what's going to separate the sky from the table. So right now my vase is just floating, and I need something to anchor it down. So I'm going to take my Sharpie and draw a line one side of the paper, and I'm going to stop when I get to the vase, and I'm going to pick up on the other side and draw it all the way across. So I have my vase, and now I have a sky, which would be, a wall, and then my ground, which is the table. So now I'm going to draw the tulips. The tulips, I promise, are really easy, and they just look really sweet and nice when they're all in a vase together, I think. So first thing I'm going to do is draw a stem. Now you can either do a straight line for a stem and just leave it, but I'm actually just going to do two lines close to each other. And then when I go in, I'm going to paint inside of that, and that's going to be my stem. And now my next step is to draw a U shape. So I'm going to go like this. And then on this side of the U, I'm just going to curve a line in. And now on this side of the U, I'm going to curve a line in. So that's the first part of our tulip. And then all you're going to do is add kind of like a triangle shape behind it, like a point. And that's how we make our tulip. So I'm going to try it again. I'm going to show you over here. So I'm going to do my stem, two lines together. And then maybe this one I'm going to make bigger. So I'm going to do a big U. And on this side, I'm going to curl the line in, curve, curve, and then make my pointed shape in the middle. And I'm just going to keep going. So you want them to be, different sizes. Some will be taller, some will be smaller. They can overlap on top of each other. This one I'm going to make tall. And you really just want to fill the whole vase. This one I'm going to have going off the page, because that's just kind of where it's going. but it's up to you. I mean, you don't have to do yours that tall. Once you fill your vase with flowers, however many flowers you want to put, then we're just going to add those big, beautiful leaves that are always on tulips. So what you're going to do is just very close to the stem. I'm going to do a curved line like this, and then a curved line down, and it's going to kind of just connect right to that stem. And now I'm going to pop over to this one. Tall leaf. The leaves really make a big difference, I think, in just bringing the whole thing together. All right, so then once you are done drawing, you are just gonna add color. So I filled this one in marker, like I said, but just to show a little variety, I'm gonna do this one in watercolor. So I'm just wetting my brush, and I'm gonna carefully start to paint my tulips. And when you think of tulips, I like to stick to red or purple, or like a light pink. Those are usually common tulip colors. So I would try to stick to those. So I'm gonna do red up here. Rinse my brush. And I might do some light purple. I think that's pretty for a tulip. And here. Over here. And then I'm going to color in my stems green. You can tell with the one that I did in marker that I kind of did two different shades of green. I switched it up a little bit, so it's up to you how you want it to look. Oh, and I forgot to mention, if you want to add a pattern to your pot, that's totally up to you. Any design would be really cool, or you could just leave it solid. On this one I did stripes. Let's see, something that could be cool too. I mean you could do anything. You could do stripes or polka dots. Maybe I'll do polka dots on this one. You know, you could add a sun and a moon, or you could write I love mom, happy Mother's Day. You could put anything on your pot, so whatever you think. Well, think about who you're giving it to, and then think about something that they might like. Think about colors that that person likes, and try to go from there. So I'm going to do another shade of purple for these dots. And I'm going to keep painting, and then I'll come back to show you the final results. Okay, so here is my final tulip painting, and I think they both turned out really great. Although it's the same idea, they both look super different, which is what I love. So like I said, this one I did in marker, but then this one is in watercolor, and I think it's just a perfect gift to give to mom on Mother's Day, or to make them and mail in a card and give it to grandma or one of your aunts. And I know anyone that receives a beautiful painting like this is really gonna appreciate it. So I hope you give it a try.